Hello, dear students. Before we proceed to our new lesson for today, let us be reminded to our online class rules. First, open your camera. Second, use raise hand option to speak. Third, listen to the instruction carefully. Fourth, complete the task in time. Fifth, use chat box only to write answer. So please be reminded with these class rules. Before we proceed to our new lesson, let's do the pre-assessment. What you're going to do is to complete the diagram by writing the correct name of animal. Use the identification key to identify each animal. The time limit for this activity is only 3 minutes. For starter, let's do Mentimeter. Click this link and do the activity. The time limit for this activity is 3 minutes. For your Mentimeter activity, you're going to differentiate these two pictures, picture A and picture B. We're going to write the answer from the link that I sent in the chat box. Today, our lesson is in Lesson 2.6, Human Activity and the Environment. On your student book, it is on page number 34 to 35. For the learning objectives of this lesson, first, identify the human activities that affect the environment in positive and negative ways. Second, analyze that human activities will have negative effects in the environment. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the different human activities that affect the environment in positive and negative ways. Second, you will analyze that the human activities will have negative effects in the environment. For task number 1, Google search for the meaning of the following keywords. The keywords are recycling and pollution. So using the Google, you're going to search for the following keywords, recycling and pollution. Now it's time for discussion. First, you're going to watch the video carefully. Now, to give you some important points and information what is all about human activities and how it affects our environment and how it affects every one of us. One of your classmates will give and discuss about this thing. What are human activities that affect the environment? First, dumping waste everywhere. Throwing garbage all over the place will not only dirty our surroundings and pollute the environment, making it very unhygienic but also causes bad odors and encourages the infestations of cockroaches, flies, and other insects. There are virus diseases caused due to poor maintenance of hygienic conditions. Second, deforestation. Deforestation is the cutting down of forests or groups of trees which is then turned into non-forest use. These are usually converted to farms, ranches, or used for urban use. But it is happening more and more and having a bad impact on our environment and climate change. Third, industrial runoff. What are the different types of industrial waste that affect the environment? It can be chemical waste, typically generated by factories, processing centers, warehouses, and plantations. Another, solid waste. In industrial services, solid waste include a variety of different materials, including paper, cardboard, plastic, packaging materials, and wood. Another human activity is agricultural runoff. Agricultural runoff is water from farm fields due to irrigation, rain, or melted snow that flow over the earth that can absorb into the ground, enter bodies of water, or evaporate. So these are the different human activities that affect the environment: dumping waste everywhere, deforestation, industrial runoff, and agricultural runoff. Human activities affect the environment in positive ways. By means of recycling, establishing wildlife preserves and parks, doing reforestation, and creating environmental regulation. Recycling is the action or process of converting waste into reusable material. Establishing wildlife preserves and parks. Wildlife or nature preserves are defined as natural areas which are important to biodiversity or scientific study. These areas can be protected by institutions, governments, or private organizations. Protecting natural surroundings gives wildlife a better chance of survival and the means to live in safe habitat. Doing reforestation. Reforestation is the process of regenerating or replanting forest areas that have been destroyed or damaged for the benefits of mankind. Occasionally, forests have the capability to regenerate due to the trees in the surrounding or due to the dispersion of seed. Creating environmental regulations. Environmental policies must include a pledge to continually measure and improve environmental performance, and many include a promise to seek ways to reduce energy limit fuel consumption, lessen emission, prevent pollution, reduce greenhouse gases, and reduce potable water consumption, or an infinite number of others. These are the human activities that affect the environment in positive ways by means of recycling, establishing wildlife preserves and parks, doing reforestation, and creating environmental regulations. Pollution is anything that harms the environment. Most pollution is a result of human activity. Pollution can change an environment to such an extent that the plants and animals, including humans in that environment, can no longer survive. Pollution affects the air, the water, and the land. Industrial pollution spreads chemicals and waste matter in the air and water. Littering spreads paper, glass, and plastic waste over large areas of land. Emissions from vehicles spread toxic substances into the air. So remember, pollution affects the air, the water, and the land. Now it's time to listen to our little researcher. One of your classmates did a research if the industrial waste is a serious problem here in Bahrain. Listen carefully. For your assessment, you will do in the live worksheet. This is the link. Enter your username and the password and you will see the assigned work. The time limit for this activity is only 5 minutes. Now, for the plenary, click this link to complete the activity. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. For additional homework, download the homework task PDF in the school portal and do each activity. Have a good day and take care everyone.